So I think you're in for a very good video today. I've written out some notes and I hope I spit some value, and honestly I hope it's going to be a very useful video for people that have a client or maybe two and you're looking at using that and leveraging the fact that you have signed a client or two into growing your agency and trying to scale that beyond the sort of client number that you're on right now. Before we even get into it though, I just wanted to say thanks everybody for watching the videos, clicking like and subscribing and so on. I feel like we're actually getting a little bit of traction here on YouTube, which is sick to see. There's so many people messaging me, you know, trying to connect and stuff, and then so many editors and thumbnail creators and so on are reaching out. I'm not after your services. I don't mean to be rude, but I'll just be straight to the point. I'm not interested because this is just a hobby of mine. I'm documenting my journey. I don't want more conversions. I don't want more sales. I don't want more clicks. I don't want more traction, etc., etc. If you find this valuable, share it around. That's all I ask. Just send it to your mate that does an agency or has an agency or makes money online or wants to make money online. Maybe they will stumble upon this, find it useful, and start their own agency in the space. And tackle all the gurus like I'm trying to do. Today's been a very good day. I had 2 demos booked. One of them was a decent demo. I didn't close it. The guy said he needs to go away and speak to another business partner, which I absolutely hate that. But it is what it is. Sometimes, you know, you try and tackle it a little bit like, well, is there anything that you want to find out, or is there anything I can pop over on an email or any of that stuff? But to be honest with you, it's one of those where sometimes it looks like you're not going to sell them, and it is what it is. I'm not a pushy salesman. Some people will have like, oh, well, you should have said this, or you should have been like, what about consequence questions and so on and so forth? Like, what if you don't commit to this? I'm not like that. I'll have a conversation with them. I'll provide them the service. And if they feel that it's the right choice, they'll make that choice there and then. Sometimes they need a nudge, which I try and do. But of course, you're not always going to get the sale. The second guy didn't show up. Not a clue why. The guy just disappeared. I tried to ring him twice, messaged him, sent him a reschedule email. Nothing. Disappeared off the face of the earth, which is fantastic. If you are actually interested in something, I have a community. I'm not started this community yet. I'm just gathering names and emails of people that are actually interested in like a community, a private community, away from school, away from Discord, away from all of that shit, because that's where everybody that sells you stuff is. So it's almost going to be just like a gated community for people that watch my YouTube channel or see my socials and sort of like what I'm about. There's a link in the description. Fill out that form. It's a Google form. Answer a few questions, and we'll go from there. Now, get more clients. Disclaimer: this isn't for people that have no clients and want to get their first clients. I've done plenty of videos like that, and a lot of focus on YouTube is especially on that. Like, sign your first client in 10 days or blah blah blah, or 1 day or 1 week, whatever it is. Everybody's pushing that sort of content. I kind of want to give some value to the people that have a client or two and they want to use them 2 or 1 into basically scaling their agency past like 5 or 6 clients. And I'll basically go over what I did to get from 2 to 6 clients in literally about 6 weeks. So yeah, like the first thing that I'd focus on and solely really dial in on is getting the results for the clients. There's a thing that I use, like basically what you have to understand is once you sign your first client, you will not know everything to do with the service that you're offering, right? This is the sort of learning phase for you, and you genuinely have to use it to your advantage. Like majority of the people, once they sign their first client, they'll just sort of let go off the gas, basically, what you say. Instead, what you need to do is literally double down on the fact that you need to deliver results. You need to deliver on what you promised to the business owner. I'm sure you'll have like had a guarantee and money back guarantee or some sort of risk reversal in your offer that basically, you know, if you don't deliver the results, you have to sort of do something, whatever it is. So basically what you need to do is you need to use this phase to learn as much as possible every single minute of your time. will either have to go to outreach, which is the way I'd split it, is spend about 4 hours on doing your normal outreach. So however you sign those 2 clients or 1 client, let's just say 1 client for example's sake. However you sign that first client, you want to still be pushing outreach so it doesn't lag behind, because outreach basically has this sort of lag behind where you're doing outreach and it takes multiple touch points to sign a client. So, you might be reaching out on the first week of a month and then you'll be signing that client on the last week of the month, or maybe the last week of the following month. So you'll have like an 8-week gap and you cannot go a day without missing, because then it just delays it for longer. You get the idea, right? And you sit up. So yeah, like what you need to do is set time aside for your outreach, and then the other time that you've got left over in your day is basically focusing on learning as much as possible, and delivering the results for your client. Now, the way I do things, obviously you want to be learning about, like, I'll just go from my example, right? I was learning about ad structures, campaign structures, the ad structures, ad sets, how to structure it all with what budget I have, how to set up landing pages, what to do on those landing pages, what to include, what not to include. Like, I didn't know everything from the first flipping client. It's difficult to know everything. I'm still learning. I've got 6 clients and I'm still learning, right? You need to spend as much time as possible learning, watching YouTube videos, consuming content, valuable content, maybe get a course or something. If you've got a little bit of money now from the first client, I wouldn't imagine you've signed a client on like a massive retainer for your first one, but if you have, fair play. But what I'm saying is just try and learn as much as possible. There's a page that I use for landing pages called Microsoft Clarity. It basically shows you like a heat map of the website, and it shows you what people click and what people look at, what they do on the web page or landing page, and I use that to basically adjust landing pages for my clients. So that's a bit of value for you right there. Now, once you get the client results, whatever it is that you've said you're going to get for them, whether that is leads, whether that is signing another client for them, whether it's a partnership for like an influencer, whatever, whether that is product sales, whatever it is, at that point, once you deliver some of the results, get them and do a testimonial with them, right? You want to get them on the phone, you want to get them on a video call, record it, ask them a bunch of questions, what their experience is like so far, what results we've got, did they hesitate about anything beforehand, and so on and so forth. Basically anything that a potential customer might be asking, you want to find out from them. Get reviews, and then also get as much content as possible about the results that you've delivered. Don't post everything at once, but just get as much results and as much content as possible, of those results, because then you'll be able to post it all over your socials, and try and get creative with the content as well. I am trying all types of different content right now at the moment, and some of it works, some of it's cringy, some of it doesn't work. It is what it is. It's part of the game. It's part learning, and I think a lot of people are just embarrassed to try different things and look a fool online because they think people are thinking about them and looking at them and judging them and whatever it is. Like, I couldn't care less. The game is the game. I'm trying different things. I'll be the first one to understand and learn what works really well in my market, and I will dominate that because I've tried 100 different things. By the time you copy me, I'll probably be about 3 or 4 steps ahead, and that's the way it generally works when somebody copies you. And we've all been there before, right? So it is what it is. Get creative with content. Get them at the peak satisfaction sort of thing, where they get the first little bit of glimpse of the results that they can get. Get reviews. Trustpilot reviews work really well. Maybe in Google as well. And testimonials. Get videos, right? Then I've put, use what you have on your socials in your conversations with business owners, right? So whatever you've collected in terms of the testimonials, the reviews, and the content, when you move forward with your outreach, you need to be using that to your advantage, because a lot of the people will be just saying, hi, I can do this for you. Are you interested? In that sort of sense, right? However they package it. But that's the gist of it. Now, what you can do is you can reach out, whether it's through DM, you can tell them about the results of the testimonials, right? You can say, hi mate, I helped a a roofer get 20 leads last month and they cover this area. I've noticed that you cover this area. Are you interested? That's a lot better than, hi mate, I get leads for roofers. Are you interested? You get the idea, right? Same with the email. If you want, for example, I sometimes send looms. I reach out to companies and say, here mate, I do lead generation for house extensions companies. I've delivered X, Y, and Z. And are you interested? I can send you a quick video about it. And that's it. Like, it's so much better than saying, hi, I deliver results, or I deliver qualified leads. Are you interested? It's a little bit, you can use these things to your advantage, and you definitely should. Once you sign a client, once you sign 2, 3, 4, you'll have more of these things to be using. And whether that is on DMs, emails, if you're cold calling them, just speak about a company that you've delivered results near to them. Or maybe an influencer that's known within their industry, or whatever it is, right? Whatever industry you're serving, or whatever niche you're in, just talk about it, right? Same with paid ads, like just show the testimonial, show the review. People are going to click it because they can see. And I know a lot of people fake this stuff, and don't do it. Just do not do it, because it's so fucking blatant. I've recently seen somebody faking a whole Go High level page of like the setup and everything. It's ridiculous. You can literally see that somebody's faked it, and then you jump in and you just type in the company name, and they're not even running any paid ads. And it's just like, you are literally borderline, well, you're definitely going against the advertising standards in the UK, which you can definitely get done for. So I would not be doing any of that shit, because you do not understand the consequences. And to be fair, 99% of you lot get away with it because there is so much noise out there. But I would not be messing about with that sort of shit. And then lastly, like content, obviously it speaks for itself. Use it. Use the testimonials, use the reviews. That's the main thing. Like, this will get you a few more inquiries. They will see that you are different. You can actually deliver the results. You not just talk. Like, there's proof, there's concrete proof in it. And it's definitely something that you should be using to your advantage, especially when you have a client. So focus on the focus on the results, on the deliverables. Once you do that, get testimonials, reviews, make content out of them. Get the people, like, get your client in on the content. Like, just get creative with it, right? You can ask them questions. It doesn't have to be a testimonial. It can be, maybe they can send, fucking hell, like, maybe they can send, if it's a roofer, maybe they can send you the video of the roof that they've done from the job that you've delivered for them, right? That'd be sick, and you can talk about it. It's completely different to what everybody else is doing. Just get creative. But that's the way it is, because 99% of people just consume this content, and they do the exact same thing as everybody else does. And there are people in the industry that are running courses and whatever else it is, and you can see, like, the people that are in those courses or communities or whatever it is, everybody's just copying each other, and it's, I mean, it'll work, won't it? It will always work, but for how long is the question. So, and I'll leave you with that.